Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain for You. Today's topic is going to be consistent messages of safety. Consistent being the key phrase here. So I'm going to take a couple of nice deep breaths. Breathe in the sunshine. It's awesome. Exhale the indoor light. Breathe in the peace. Exhale the noise. Finn is at the back door over there. He's watching me out here. So, consistent messages of safety. I use that phrase a lot, and it's really important because keep in mind, pain is here to protect us from something that the brain perceives as dangerous. So if we are running around freaking out that, oh my God, there must be something wrong with my body, it hurts so much, we're convincing the brain that there's a body problem, right? We're convincing ourselves that we are in danger if we're freaking out. And so when I say consistent messages of safety, I don't mean freak out, and then go, I'm safe, and wonder how come saying I'm safe 4 times hasn't gotten rid of the pain. What I mean is consistency, right? That is what really matters. I used to have a friend that used to love playing pranks on us and scaring us and jumping out of, the woods behind a friend's house, or just doing whatever he could to scare the crap out of us. And after a while, we just kind of expected, like, hey, that's what Johnny does. He's going to scare us. And, he'd be on good behavior for a week, but we didn't trust it. We were always on guard. We were vigilant because we always knew that when we least expected it, he would jump out. So if you're doing that to yourself, if you're scaring the crap out of yourself with your thinking, the way you respond to your pain or your symptoms, jumping back onto Google and researching more and digging up and reading Facebook posts of other groups that are not TMS focused and hearing all the horror stories, if you're constantly scaring the crap out of yourself, but then you're saying, well, let me meditate. Well, I'm meditating and I do journaling, but I'm not feeling better yet. Well, if you're continuing to scare the crap out of yourself, you're not giving yourself consistent messages of safety. So it's really important, in my opinion, to get more consistent with it. More often than not, be reassuring, remind yourself of all the knowledge you've gained, the accurate information about this thing called TMS, too much stress, the mind-body syndrome, when you can remind yourself that this is exactly what's going on for me and that there is no body problem. And anytime you have a thought that goes, it might be your body, you're hurting really bad today, you can say, nope, that's not true. Then reassure yourself with the accurate knowledge. Remember, breathing, relax the muscles in your body. Those are messages of safety. Learning to feel your emotions, that's a message of safety. Why? Because for a long time, many of us have felt that emotions are not safe. Well, how do we teach the brain that they are safe? By actually feeling them and being okay afterwards. Calming down our thinking, not taking our thinking so seriously. We can have all of these crazy, fearful, anxious, worrisome thoughts, but we don't have to buy into them and believe them. Why? Because we have the accurate knowledge. We've already done the research. We've done the assessments. We've gone through the process to isolate and determine that this TMS mind-body stuff is what is going on with me. So anytime you start going off the rails and thinking otherwise, you can disregard those thoughts. The attitude of indifference, super strong message of safety, because you're saying, yeah, I'm hurting bad, but okay, so it's a bad day, not a big deal. And remember, it's a bad day, not a bad life, right? It's all temporary. And so if you can, stop freaking out. Because every time you freak out, you're offsetting a whole bunch of messages of safety, and your brain's always going to default to safety and default to caution and default to being hyper vigilant And as long as you're freaking out, you're teaching the brain to stay hypervigilant, and you're teaching the nervous system to stay hypersensitive. So if you really want the system to calm down, you got to calm down the brain. We actually do that by being calm. And so consistent messages of safety doesn't mean you walk around saying, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe 100 times a day. That's not what I mean. I mean you have to act, feel calm and comfortable and relaxed and breathe comfortably. If you're breathing shallow and you're tense, it's not a message of safety. You know what I mean? So consistency is the key phrase here. Consistency matters. So if you are struggling and you think you're doing things right and you're saying, well, I meditate 30 minutes a day, what are you doing the other 16 and a half hours a day that you're awake? Are you still consistently acting and behaving and thinking as if you're safe? Or are you more on the side of the freak out? You know, you don't have to do this perfectly. You don't have to avoid a freak out. But if you start freaking out, grab yourself by the collar and say, hey, get over here. We're not doing that again. You know, a great message of safety is literally laughing at the symptoms. Somebody commented on Facebook yesterday, I think. And she said, symptom imperatives. You know, every time she gets a new symptom, she laughs at how ridiculous this TMS stuff can be. And before she knows it, the new symptom's gone. As opposed to what many of us do is we freak out. Oh my God, a new symptom. What's going on now? What's that going to mean? Am I going to be stuck with that for years? Holy crap. Laughter was a message of safety and told the brain, I'm not concerned. So my elbow hurt for 5 seconds. Big freaking deal. But many of us will feel something like that and will say, oh my God, you know, it's not bad enough that my back hurts or my hip hurts or I have headaches. Now I've got a bad elbow too. Oh no. You know, and many of us are responding that way when we feel a symptom for a very short period of time. When in fact, the less you respond to those new symptoms, the faster they go away and the less severe they are. So laughing at your symptoms is a great way to say, I don't care. This is ridiculous. Hey brain, I'm on to you. I know what's going on. I've done the homework. I understand what this mind-body syndrome TMS stuff is. I'm not broken. So you can throw any kind of symptom at me you want. I'm not falling for it. So consistency matters a lot more than you realize. So I'm not suggesting you have to be perfect, but I am suggesting, you know, take a look at your days and say, how much of my day was really reminding myself that I'm good and I'm safe, and how much of it was getting lost in the fear and the frustration and the victim mode and, you know, going down that dark hole of despair. Because I don't think you're going to get better as long as you're consistently teaching yourself that you're in danger with your symptoms or your pains. I think it takes consistent messages of safety for the brain and thereby the nervous system to calm down. So what do you guys and gals think? You like this one? Please comment below. Give it a thumbs up. Share it. And appreciate all the kind wishes about my surgery. Feeling pretty good. Feeling a little bit stuffy, but other than that, feel pretty normal. So not too bad 4 or 5 days after surgery. So I'm thrilled. Thank you again. And I'm going to wrap this one up for today. Happy Sunday, and we'll see you tomorrow.